In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is ready to squeeze tomorrow and why y'all should keep it in your watch list. We're also going to be doing an updates on some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. Alright, y'all, let's get right into it. Right off the bat, we got the NASDAQ. And in yesterday's video, I gave you guys a warning that despite anything that might occur today, the bulls are still going to be in control. All right. And so far, that's what we got. We didn't get too much action intraday. We got a very small doji on QQQ. Let's go on the daily. Right. So this is how the daily is looking. Still a green candle. Still the bulls are in control. This is a doji. It's not a big candle like the one before or the very first one on the way out, right? But it's still a doji and the trend is still up. Right now, after hours, we're up by 0.29%, which is a good sign, right? It's a good sign. That little green circle that I have right here for y'all, I didn't move it because I still believe that it's going to get there. Like I warned you guys, if it doesn't get there today, then it's most likely going to get there on Tuesday, and it looks like it wants to. So if you have calls on QQQ, it's a hold. All right, the price target for tomorrow 502.5. all right, so if this thing opens up higher and moves higher, everybody should be getting paid. This is the very first one that I discuss in every single video, the NASDAQ, because it's just an easier chart for everybody. It's pretty simple and very straightforward. Now, let's discuss the SPY, since we don't usually talk about the SPY that much. Similar structure, similar uptrend. The only one that's really not doing well is the Dow Jones and the Russell. So we're not going to talk about those. But this one right here, it wants to go up. 560, I believe, wouldn't be too much to ask. There is a bull flag on the charts. So a candle like this tomorrow would not surprise me at all if we close solid green like this. Now, let's discuss the stock that is about to squeeze tomorrow, which I'm sure y'all are very excited about. I'm actually going to share it too. All right, but the main stock is INTC, Intel. All right, now if you look at Intel, we're going to zoom out. Intel it can be a very frustrating stock at times. But when it has its rallies, it rallies like crazy. Crazy. All right. Now we're going to zoom into the chart right here. Over the past year, since the year started, it's been beaten down from the highs of 51 all the way down to 30. Right. So we're already down by 42% right here with the stock. It's trying to make a comeback. Now, first thing to notice is the gap on the left. It started to get filled today. Okay, the volume at the bottom slowly increasing, which means there is something brewing underneath. There is something, they might put out some news tomorrow that makes the stock go crazy. All right, now we're going to dive into the 4 hour because there is a structure on there. The structure on the 4 hour, I actually saw this thing on Friday. So this is what it is. And Intel 4 hour right here. But on this day, on Friday, it looked like this. My mistake was choosing Apple over Intel. I should have just bought both. I don't know why I didn't buy both. They both look spectacular. But I chose Apple. Apple didn't really do too much today. The move is delayed, just like QQQ, which doesn't surprise me at all. If you have calls on Apple, I think they're going to pay off tomorrow. But yeah, the price target for this one is way up here at 35. Right now it's at 34. But with the way it's looking, there is a gap up here at 37. All right, y'all see that. Now let's go back to ThinkorSwim. We got the pattern right there, the breakouts, spectacular right there. All right, and even if you look at what's happening after hours, there was an ascending triangle on the charts right there. that broke out at the close for a very nice entry right there, right? So these calls that expire, especially the calls that expire on Friday, are like right now as where the Intel price stands. Those contracts are up by 100%, maybe even 110%. Now, I'm expecting to move up to 37 because that's where the next gap is, right here. We have a gap right here at 37.50. Ooh, okay. It should be really, really interesting tomorrow. So I expect that gap to get filled. I want to say tomorrow. Hopefully that's not ridiculously aggressive and delusional. But if Tesla was able to make a big move like that from the same exact structure, I wouldn't be surprised if Intel does the same exact thing and gets everybody paid. All right, in the Discord again, top two stocks, just like I'm sharing with y'all right now, Apple and Intel. All right, so they're gonna run. I believe they're gonna run. All right, so that's the stock, the main stock for today. Let's do a little bit of an update. Let's look at Apple once again. It's up by like $1, which is nice. The structure is still good on the daily chart. Bulls are still in control. It's very tricky trading at all-time highs. It's very, very tricky. But personally, I wouldn't want to attempt to short it. I wouldn't want to attempt to short it until we get into like maybe 240, maybe 245, or until we get the reaction from CPI, one or the other. But as of right now, we're bullish, so we're following the trend. Don't fight the trend, people. Not fight the trend. This structure is clean and is behaving, so we're going in that direction. All right. Now, a quick updates on Tesla. I discussed Tesla yesterday for those of you who watched that video. Right now, I warned you guys, the highest that I see it going is 260. And I was off by about 56 cents, right? It formed this small bullish pennant intraday, broke out, and I believe the contracts went from like 400 to 760 right here. So there was an opportunity to make some money on it. I didn't take that trade. Honestly, yeah, I just didn't take that trade. I missed it, but the opportunity was there. It got to 260 and then pulled back. Like I said before, I think this is the part where it stalls and does a whole lot of nothing. That's what I think. I could be wrong, and it could go higher. I could be wrong. All right, but I think it's gonna stall. So we'll see. We'll see. Now let me answer some of you guys' questions, because I know y'all be commenting in the comment section. And don't be afraid. Put your stocks of interest in the comment section of the video. I do see them. All right. And especially when you're talking about good ones, I do talk about them in these videos. So somebody asked about Amazon. And Amazon, I talked about it a while ago because it was looking kind of sus. But for some reason, it actually played out. Very nasty way to break out. This right here. This is the first time when I mentioned it. Very, very dirty, right? It wasn't just a one big green candle followed by an uptrend like we've seen with Apple. Just nasty price action. Right now, it's continuing upwards, just like the overall market. How high could it go? I'm not bearish on it yet. I think 205 tomorrow wouldn't be a shock. I do have alerts all the way up here. I do. Maybe it gets there if you're lucky. I don't know. I can't say for certain if it's gonna get up to 220. All right. I will be looking at it. If there's a day trade on there that's making me want to take a day trade, I will take that day trade long, because the bulls are still in control of the stock. I wouldn't say short it. Do not get in the way of this train. Wait, either you hold your calls or you patiently chill. Do not try to short this thing. All right. Now, that's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. All right. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 10 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on these videos. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you get all of this information in real time as I see them, along with the contracts that I buy, the details of those contracts, and most importantly, why I take the trades that I take to begin with. That way you get to learn along the way. You can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow my social media at Paul and Guba, at the Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.